Basically in the first class I have not done anything. Very basic things I have taught, which is not much needed for today's class. Yeah, obviously basics are required, but not that much. So today I will once again recall whatever I have taught in the previous class, and we are going to enter into the today's session. Okay. So in the previous class I gave you a brief about what is important, what is more important for the 10th standard. So I said to you, among all the chapters that you have in 10th standard, the most important chapter is light. Not because I am a physics faculty, because it is important and it will have the maximum marks in the board examination. Among all the chapters in science, which chapter will have the maximum weightage in the board examination is light, including bio and chemistry. So mind this chapter properly. If you ask me whether it is easy or tough, I will say it is one of the easiest chapter. Okay? Given that you are studying properly. So you should not have any confusion in this chapter, you should not have any doubts in understanding, and so only we are guiding you for the class. Please make sure that if you get any doubts, you feel free to ask me. Okay? If you have anything, stop me and ask me, don't keep it in your mind. Okay. So in the previous class, what we have learned? In the previous class, we have learned about what is the meaning of reflection word. I have said to you, reflection is bouncing back of light when it hits a surface. You are able to see me because of reflection. How it is happening? Lights are there around me. Light is falling on me, coming to you. My reflection is what you are seeing. There is a reflection in your eyes of I am the object here. So the light is falling on me and coming to your eyes, you are able to see me. Light is falling on this TV, it is coming to your eyes, you are able to see the TV. If light falls on something and it does not reflect to you, you will not be able to see it itself. Are you getting my point? So whatever you are able to see around yourself is because of one of the very important phenomena of light, which is called as reflection of light. Right? I talked about the laws of reflection. I said there are two laws. The first law says that incident ray, reflected ray and normal lies in the same plane. That is, if suppose I am taking this board as one plane, then if suppose incident ray is coming in this plane, the reflected ray is coming in this plane, and this is a normal, all these three, incident ray, reflected ray and the normal, will lie in the same plane only. Plane means this is one plane. It is not possible that the light is coming here, after hitting the interface it comes in this plane, not possible. Or light is moving in this plane, after hitting a object it is going to come in that plane, not possible. If light is moving in this plane, after reflecting it will move in the same plane. Are you getting my point? So light cannot change its plane. That is the first law of reflection. Incident ray, reflected ray and normal lies in the same plane. Second law was angle of incidence and angle of reflection will always be equal. This angle is called as angle of incidence. This angle is called as angle of reflection. They will always be same. Always be same. Whether the surface is plane surface or any diffused surface, whatever surface it may be. Light may change the direction, it may go like this and go like this, but if you draw normal, angle of incidence, angle of reflection will always be same. It may come like this and go like this, but angle of incidence and angle of reflection will always be same. Right? Then I talked to you about what is the important terms we are going to use in this chapter. So in this chapter, we are going to study, we studied about plane mirrors and spherical mirrors, types of mirrors. There are two types of mirrors, one is called as plane mirror, one is called as spherical mirror. What is the meaning of the word plane mirror? Plane mirror means you have a glass, a straight glass that you see around yourself, like the console room I said, it has a glass. That glass you take and paint one side, polish one side by using a chemical. Ammonical silver nitrate is the most used chemical. If you use a chemical and paint one side, then that glass becomes a mirror. I hope you are getting. So a glass becomes a mirror when you paint one side of the glass with ammonical silver nitrate or any other chemicals. Many chemicals are there in the market. So which side is painted, that side becomes the polished side, and the other side it becomes the reflecting side. For example, if you have a glass and you are painting this side, then this side will become reflecting, this side will become polished surface or plane surface. So if I want to see my reflection, I should stand here, not stand here. We should always stand in front of which surface? reflecting surface not in front of polished surface, right? Then we spoke about the spherical mirrors. What is a spherical mirror? Spherical mirror is derived from a sphere of glass. I told in the previous class, imagine there is a football, a big football, and that football is made up of glass. From that glass, of the football of glass, I am cutting out a portion and taking like this. What you will get? You will get something like that. There is a football made up of glass. I am cutting and taking out a part from it. How it look like? It look like this in 2 dimension. In 3 dimension, it look like this. Am I right? This surface, we have 2 possibilities of polishing. Either I can polish like this outside, or I can polish like this inside. Based upon how you are polishing, it is decided whether the mirror is going to be a converging mirror or a diverging mirror. So if you are going to polish outside and inside becomes reflecting, this mirror's capability is to converge all the light falling on it. Whatever light falls on it, this mirror will converge it on one point. That's why this mirror is called as converging mirror, also known as concave mirror. So concave mirrors are converging in nature because concave mirrors are converging all the light falling on it. I gave an example of dish antenna in the previous class. If you see dish antenna, earlier days we used to have, nowadays we have fibers. Earlier we used to have a dish antenna. In dish antenna, we have a probe in the middle, little height. So where that probe is fixed, you know, on the focus. So light or the signals coming from space, hitting, reflecting and going on the probe. Or I gave an example of solar cooker in the previous class. I told you in the focus, if you keep a cooker and put that mirror in front of the sunlight, then sun will fall, converge, you can cook the food itself. Many places they are using solar cookers also. They can cook the food with the help of solar energy. So that is a concave mirror. Convex mirror on the other hand, how it behaves, whatever light falls on it, it diverges it like this. Like this it diverges. If it is diverging, then if you extend in one direction, backward direction, you will feel that all of them are converging at a point. But it is not meeting by itself. It is diverging and we are making it to meet inside the mirror. This is known as a virtual focus. This is known as a real focus. So whenever you hear the word virtual in this chapter, don't think virtual means something which is not existing, virtual reality. It is inside the screen, not like that. Virtual means which is not forming by itself, we are making it to form. And real means rays will really intersect to form this point. See here, rays converged and intersected at this point where we call it as a real focus. But here rays got diverged, but we made it to converge in the back side. This focus is called as virtual focus. Am I right? And there are different things. Suppose we have a sphere of glass, and in sphere of glass there will be a center. That center is called a center of curvature, isn't it? Suppose I am cutting out this part and taking out. If I am cutting it, then I am going to have from this whole sphere of glass only this part, isn't it? So center of this will be called as pole. Am I right? It will be called as pole. And when we make this line passing through center of curvature and pole, this is called as principal axis. And then I said to you that if all the rays are coming from infinite, they will converge at a point. That point is called as focus. Distance of center of curvature from the pole is called as radius of curvature. Distance of focus from the pole is called as focal length. And I told in the previous class, radius of curvature is twice the focal length. Never forget this. R is equal to 2f. Isn't it? All these things you have learnt in the previous class. Nothing is new for the people who came in the last class. Today I am going to continue from here. Akshara, right? And Mridini, please join on time here. Don't come late for the class. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Mridini, why you joined late today here? Huh? Okay, fine, fine. Now please be attentive and listen to what I am teaching today. So now we are going to start learning about a very important topic. From here the questions are going to come in the board examination, and that topic is image formation by mirrors. Okay? And before I talk about image formation by mirrors, you must know the rules of image formation. So give the heading as rules for image formation. Give the heading as rules of image formation. Shall I start? When I teach, you should not write, you should listen. Understand the concept, I will give time for writing. Okay? So when I am teaching, you should be concentrating in listening to what I am teaching. Later I will give time for copying it. Notes is not secondary, first thing is learning. Okay. So I said you our ultimate aim is to form images by using mirrors. Like plane mirror, we are seeing ourselves. Every day morning getting up, after freshing up, we are going and combing our hair or whatever you are doing. So we need mirrors. Imagine if you don't have mirror, then you will not be able to live itself in today's life, because every day we want to see ourselves. So mirror is somewhere where you see yourself. Am I right? Same way, spherical mirrors, which you don't use it often. I don't think anybody is using concave mirror or convex mirror anywhere. Are you using it? In your home, are you using concave mirror or convex mirror anywhere? I don't think you are using it for any purpose. You may have, but you may not be using it for any purpose. Today we are going to learn what are the different applications of these mirrors. Why are we learning about it? There may be some use in real life. Today we will learn about the real life uses of concave mirrors and convex mirrors, and to understand its application, we must know how image is formed inside a concave mirror or convex mirror. To learn how the image is formed inside a concave mirror or convex mirror, we should know the basic rules of image formation. So first I am going to teach you the rules. Okay? Now I will go one by one. First I am talking about rule number 1. All of you please pay attention. Rule number 1 is very simple rule. It says that if you have a mirror, for example, suppose I am having a concave mirror, we know all these things. This is called pole, this is called as focus, and this is called as center of curvature. The first rule says that any ray which is passing parallel to principal axis after converging will pass through focus. I will repeat this. Any ray going parallel to principal axis, I will give time for writing, Mridini, listen. Any ray which is going parallel to principal axis after reflection will pass through focus. If it is a convex mirror, this is pole, this is focus, this is center of curvature. A ray is coming parallel to principal axis, we know its behavior, it will diverge like this, isn't it? But if you extend in the back direction, it will seem to pass through focus. This is the first rule. So first rule says that any ray which is parallel to principal axis will pass through focus or seem to pass through focus after diverging. Rule clear? Rule number 1 clear? Any doubt in this rule? First rule is a ray passing through parallel to principal axis. After reflection, see, incident ray came, reflected, we got reflected ray, isn't it? So it will pass through focus always. Any line coming like this parallel or coming like this parallel, whatever lines comes, what will happen? They will pass through where? Focus after reflection. Rule 2 is just the opposite of it. So what will rule 2 say? Rule 2 will say the reciprocal of this. That is, if any ray is passing through focus after reflection will become parallel to principal axis. I will repeat this. I will give time for writing. Please pay attention. Rule 2 is just the ulta of this rule. Rule 2 say that suppose there is a ray. This is focus, center of curvature. ray has gone like this, passing through focus. If a ray passes through focus, after reflection it will become parallel to what? Principal axis. In the case of convex mirror, what will happen, you see? This is the focus, this is center of curvature. So, any ray, it was seeming to pass through focus, it will become parallel to principal axis. Got my point? So, any ray which was passing through focus or seeming to pass through focus in the case of convex mirror, after reflection will become parallel to principal axis. Got it? Second rule also clear? Rule number 3. Rule number 3 says that any ray which is passing through center of curvature, pay attention, this rule is very interesting and important, because where these two rules will fail, we will use this rule only. Any ray which is passing through center of curvature, like this, suppose it passes. After reflection, will retrace its path. This is strange. Ray came like this and gone back in the same direction. No reflection happened anywhere else. You know why? Reason? Any idea? Every case something happened, came, bent somewhere. Why in this case it goes and goes back in the same path? Any idea? I will tell you the reason for that. Please pay attention. This nobody will teach you, but you should understand how it happens. So, imagine, you know very well, by the law of reflection, incident ray, reflected ray, normal. Am I right? If the ray comes on normal itself, what will happen? Angle of incidence 0, angle R also 0, it will pass in the same thing. If ray is coming on the normal itself, angle of incidence becomes 0. If angle of incidence is 0, what is the angle of reflection? 0. What will happen? It will go back in the same path. It means that center of curvature, if the line is passing through it, it is the line which is making normal. You know one thing, this diagram I have drawn, no? I taught in the first class to you that step 1, after incident ray, you should draw the normal. Then only you should draw the reflected ray, I told, no? So, here the incident ray is there. You know how to draw the normal? That point where the incident ray is touching the mirror should be joined with what? Center of curvature, and this line only is normal. You know why I say that? In 9th you studied this property of circle. Radius is always perpendicular to the tangent drawn to it. Do you know about this? If you have a circle and you have this radius, this is a tangent drawing through this radius, it will be always perpendicular. Aware about this? Should be aware about this. Okay? So, this is the normal. So, if you take the mirror, and in this mirror, at any point on the mirror, if you have a line crossing the mirror and the center of curvature, that line itself is normal line. So, how many normals are possible? Infinite. If you have a mirror, this is the principal axis, this is the center of curvature, this line normal, this line normal, this line normal. Even principal axis is a normal only. It is passing through center of curvature, you know. So, any line passing through center of curvature and intersecting the mirror, that line will be the normal line. That is why when a ray is passing through center of curvature, angle of incidence becomes 0. So, angle of reflection also will become 0. This is called as normal incidence. It has a name, it is called as normal incidence. Normal incidence means angle I is 0, angle R is 0. These things are conceptual things, understand it now itself. Okay? This is the third rule of image formation. Third rule of image formation says that if you have any ray which is passing through center of curvature, you may ask what about the case of convex mirror? Let us learn convex mirror also, what is there in that. So, if I take a convex mirror now, like this, and then this is focus and this is center of curvature. Any ray which is seeming to pass through center of curvature will also retrace its path. So, any ray which passes through center of curvature or seeming to pass through center of curvature in the case of convex mirror will retrace its path. Rule number 3. And last rule, rule number 4, what it says? Rule number 4 says that if any ray, that is pole, focus and center of curvature, if any ray is making some angle x with the pole, then reflection will happen, it will have the same angle x. That is very basic law of reflection, because we know that principal axis is what? Principal axis is normal. So, if I am drawing a ray making an angle x, it is angle of incidence, angle of reflection will be also x only as per the second law of reflection. So, it will go in the same angle x there. Got my point? These are 4 rules of image formation, and from these 4 rules, any 2 rules can be used for the image formation. It will be clear when I go to the next topic. First, this is clear to you? All the rules are clear to you? Can you please take a note of it? Note it down. If you want to ask anything to me, you can ask me. If you want to ask anything to me, you can ask me. These are the 4 rules of image formation. Please make a note of it fast. Don't take more than 5 minutes. Priya Ranjan is absent, right? Trish is absent. Have you written this? Done. So Akshara and Mridini, have you filled the form? I think Akshara is not aware about that. One form is there. You want to fill.
Okay, sir. I'll tell to my parents.
Yeah. I have sent the message in the group also. You can please check Akshara and Mridini. You also. Mridini, have you filled the form? Okay. Please take care of that. Fill the forms. Those who have not filled from here also, offline children, please. Mridini, you can mute yourself. All of you, please fill the form. There is a form where you have to put your details for getting the access to app. So everybody, please fill the form by today itself. Don't delay it further. Okay? Can I proceed further? If something is remaining, copy it later. Anyhow, video is going to be there in the group. So I'm going to proceed further. I want to finish some topics. Please allow me. Shall I? So why are we learning all these rules? I'll tell you. Because we want to learn how the image formation takes place. Now, what is image formation? Please pay attention. If you are having a plane mirror in front of you, if in front of me there is a plane mirror, and I am standing in front of plane mirror, what happens? I am able to see myself. How will I look like? Same like how I am, or I will look a different person inside. No, right? How I am looking outside, same thing I will look in the mirror also. My height will increase? No. My size will increase? No. So how I am, the same way I will look inside the plane mirror. If I move towards the plane mirror, the image also will come towards the plane mirror. If I go away from the plane mirror, image will also go away from the plane mirror. Do you agree with me? That is the behavior of what? A plane mirror. But there are mirrors where if you stand like this, you will not be visible itself. You will not be there inside the mirror. And you go a little more closer, suddenly you come inside the mirror. Go a little behind, disappear. Go a little more front, you appear. When you appear as a bigger version of yourself. Your height becomes big. Your big body becomes big. It is there in reality, I am telling. Another mirror is there. If you stand in front of it, you will see a small version of yourself. So today we are going to learn how these image formations are taking place. If I am standing in front of a mirror and I am not able to see myself, where am I? Where is the image forming? Today we are going to learn about that. Is it clear? So first we will learn about, give the heading, all of you please give the heading as image formation by concave mirror. Again I am repeating, very important topic, also for the board examination. Priyaranjan, if you are able to hear me, please check your mic connection. It is not there. Put your mic connection, video must be on, and then join the meeting. Please check your connections. Yes. So now, what I am going to do, you please pay attention. Again I am repeating, this whatever I am going to teach now, you have to observe well. I am going to give a homework for drawing the diagram. Now you can draw a rough diagram later, but in homework I will ask you to draw these diagrams once again by using proper scaling. Okay? So now you see, understand and learn today itself how the image formation takes place. So first I am going to have a concave mirror. If you see how I have drawn the concave mirror, very sharply I have drawn the concave mirror. Wrong. Many students I have seen, they are doing like this only. Don't draw two curved mirrors. It is wrong. For image formation, always prefer less curvature mirrors, like how I have drawn. First thing. Next thing is, mark the points, have a habit. Pole. What is this? Focus. What is this? Center. You know very well that radius of curvature is 2 times the focal length. I will give time for writing, Nitin Raghav. Drop your pencil, please pay attention. Yeah. I told you that R is equal to 2f. If R is equal to 2f, it means that these two distances must be same. So, in your notebook, if you are drawing this as 3 centimeter, make sure that you draw FC also as 3 centimeter. So, for the school examination, for the board examination, always use scale and pencil. Measure properly 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter. Because if you are not measuring properly and trying to draw it, you will get wrong answers. Are you getting my point? So, always these two distances should be same. What I am going to do now, I am going to keep the object at various positions. I will keep the object beyond C, at C, between C and F, at F, between F and P, and I will see how is the image forming. I hope, are you getting what I am going to do now? I am going to keep my object at various positions and I am going to see where will my image form, how will be my image, what will be its nature. So, first I am keeping my object here. I am naming that object as AB. A is the head, B is the tail. And where is it kept? Beyond C. I said I will give time for writing. I hope you understand what I am saying. Pay attention. Priyaranjan, you are able to hear me? Respond if you are hearing me. On your video, you should not be without video in the classroom. Unmute yourself, Priyaranjan, once again. Unmute yourself, Priyaranjan.
Yes, sir.
Why you joined so early, man, today for the class?
Sir, went to school.
Went to school, so you joined early. What time you came from school, Thambi?
Sir, 6:46.
Six.
5:46.
Time is 6:36 here. Class will get over at 7 o'clock, you know.
Sir.
Please join on time, okay? Okay. Please pay attention now. Unmute yourself again. Video should be always on. Coming back. So, I have kept the object beyond C. If the object is kept beyond C, for making the image, what I am going to do now, from my head, I am going to take 2 rays. And I am going to see where they are once again meeting after reflection. That point will be the head of the image. I will repeat. I am going to take 2 rays from where they are starting, head of the object. I will see how they reflect. For example, first ray I am taking parallel to principal axis. I know the rule. What the rule says? After reflection it will pass through focus. Then I will take second ray. I can take any rule, passing through pole, passing through center, anything you can draw, your wish. Nobody has stopped you. If I am a student, I will take passing through focus. Easy. What will happen? After reflection, it will become parallel to principal axis. See where they are meeting here. Do you agree with me? Head was here, now head came down. And for drawing the tail, I should draw a straight line. So, I am drawing straight line. AB, I got A dash, B dash. So, can you see how the A dash, B dash formed? A dash, B dash became inverted. A dash, B dash became small. And where is the image forming? Inside the mirror? No. Somewhere between C and F. So, if you want to see the image, you should have the screen here at between C and F. So, I am having a concave mirror in front of me. I am standing beyond C. Will I be able to see myself inside the mirror? No. Where will I be able to see myself? If there is a screen placed between C and F. Screen means don't think something hi-fi, paper, white paper, that's all. White chart paper you take and keep it there. You will see yourself there in the paper. And how? Inverted. The head will be down. Are you getting my point? So, whenever you draw image formation, some things which are very important necessary are raise arrow. So, here again I should draw arrows like this. Second thing is, whenever you draw the image ray diagram, you must write the nature of the image. So, nature, there are three ways of writing. First, you should write whether it is real image or virtual image. Real image is what? Real intersection of rays. Here it is real only. So, it will be real and it is inverted. So, first I am writing its nature, it is real and inverted. Second, I should write its position. Where is the position? Between C and F. So, I am writing between C and F. Third, I should write the size. What is the size? Smaller. I am writing diminished. Do you understand the image formation? Do you understand the image formation? This is the first location of the object. Object is where? Object is beyond C. Object is beyond C. So, for object beyond C, the image forms between C and F. Image is real and inverted. Image is diminished. I hope everybody is understanding what I am teaching. Priya Ranjan, I will give time for writing. Focus on listening and understanding. Don't write anything now. Drop your pen. Listen to me. Okay. Next, what I do? I make the object little more nearer to the mirror. So, I will keep it at C now. So, what I am going to do now? I am going to keep the object at C. So, second image formation is object at where? C. So, once again I will draw my mirror with a very sharp hand and I will be writing this point P. This is focus, this is center of curvature, and I am going to keep my object here. Where? At C. Two rays, same rays, my convenience rays. See, somebody here, if they would have taken a ray passing through center of curvature, they should have also got the same point. Are you seeing that? If somebody would have taken the ray passing through pole after reflection, they also would have got the same point. Realizing that? So, it is not like if I take only the first two rules, parallel to principal axis and passing through focus, then only I will get the image. No. Out of 4 rules, use any 2 rules, completely your wish. Okay. So, I am erasing these 2. Yeah, now. So, I have kept the object where? I have kept the object at C. Now, first ray goes parallel to principal axis. After converging, passes through focus. And second ray goes through focus. After reflecting, what it becomes? Parallel to principal axis. Now, where is the image forming? You see, image is forming at the same point C itself. A dash, B dash. What is the size of object? Same size of image. So, if the object is at C, where will the image form? At C. What will be its nature? Real and inverted. Why I am writing real understanding? Because rays are really intersecting to form the image. So, real image, inverted image. Location at C and size, same size. Do you agree with me? Any problem in this image formation? Ask me now itself. I am saying I will give time for writing. Please, I will give time for writing. Now, you don't write anything. I want your focus to be 100% here. Because this question comes in the board examination, I am repeating it. They will ask you for 3-mark question, draw the ray diagram. If you become very strong today itself, no problem for the whole year. 1 year you will get something. So, please don't miss this class. Be fully focused. Notes are going to be there, it is getting recorded. Okay, shall I proceed further? Shall I go to third image formation? Shall I? Okay. Now, third image formation. So, third image formation, I am going to take the object further close to mirror between F and C. First, I kept the object where? Beyond C. second I kept at C. Now I am going to keep between C and so see here what I am going to do. I am going to have F here, I am going to have a C here, and I am going to have the object here, where between C and F. I am naming the object as A, B. Now what I am going to do? Two rays from the head of the object, one ray passing parallel to principal axis, it goes like this and becomes second ray passing through focus, becoming parallel to what? Principal axis. Where is the image forming? Meeting here. So where will the image form? Beyond C. And what will be its nature? Real inverted. What will be its size? Bigger. Became enlarged. So what is the nature now? Nature is obviously real and inverted. Real and inverted. Then what happened? Location beyond C. And what is its size? Enlarged, bigger. I hope everybody is understanding what I am doing. I kept the object beyond C, image formed between C and F, real, inverted, diminished. I kept the object at C, image formed at C, real, inverted, same size. I kept the object between C and F, image became enlarged, real, inverted, beyond C. When I was beyond C, image was between C and F. When I came between C and F, image went to beyond C. Are you feeling this anomaly? Next, I am going to keep the object further closer at focus. Can I keep the object at focus? Now I am going to keep the object at focus. That is the fourth image I am drawing. Object at focus. See here, I have the concave mirror, I have drawn the pole, I have drawn the focus, I have drawn the center of curvature, and I have placed the object at F. Now see, this is something which is a little confusing. Why I am saying confusing? Because you have to take the first ray passing parallel to principal axis and it will pass through where? Focus. Second ray, how will you pass through focus? You cannot. So I can use other two rules. I have two more rules, no? Either I can pass the ray through pole or I can pass the ray through center of curvature, my wish. If I pass the ray through pole like this I am getting. Or, no sir, I will use that rule. Use that rule. Any ray passing through center of curvature will be retracing its path. Any rule you can take. Either this rule you can take or this rule you can take. Your wish completely. But whatever rule you take, you are realizing that reflected rays are becoming parallel. So where will they meet? They will meet somewhere at infinite, isn't it? So it is going to meet at where? Infinite. We know very well it is going to be this side, so it must be real and inverted. And the third thing is, it is going to meet at infinite, it is going to be highly enlarged, isn't it? Now I am 100% assured that those who are listening the class properly, they may get doubt now. Up to here it was clear. This thing is looking a little unclear. Why unclear? Not meeting itself, but how you are saying real inverted, how you are saying enlarged, whether the image will form or not form. I'll tell you what will happen. Image will form, but it will not form as you are thinking. Suppose I am standing at the focus of a concave mirror and I am going to get my image. Nowhere behind my, it will form at infinite, right? So wherever I keep my screen, I will not be able to get full image of me. I will get my image, it will be how? It will be like partial image only, big image but partial. Like for example, for my body only this much part will come. Further going behind, little more part will come. Further going behind, little more part will come. Are you getting my point? That is the meaning of the word infinite. Don't think infinite means we cannot see that. It will be visible, but it will be partially visible to you. I'll show you some video now to make it more clear. Up to here it is clear. I kept the object beyond C, image formed between C and F. Real, inverted, diminished. I kept the object at C, image formed beyond at C, real, inverted, same size. I kept the object between C and F, image formed beyond C, real, inverted, enlarged. I kept the object at F, image formed at infinite, real, inverted, highly enlarged. I am going to further take the object inside. Where? Now I am going to keep the object between focus and pole. Object between focus and pole. Let us see what happens now. Whether it will become, already became infinite, now what can happen? Focus, center of curvature and pole. So I am keeping the object somewhere here. Same rules. First ray goes like this, passing parallel to principal axis, goes through focus. Second ray I will make it to pass through center of curvature. It will retrace its path. So it is not going to meet here because it is diverging. But if I extend this side, I am seeing they are meeting and I am getting the image. This was AB. I am getting the image A dash, B dash. This image is not formed by the real intersection of rays. This is formed by making the rays to intersect. So obviously it must be virtual image and erect image. Where is it forming? Inside the mirror, or in the NCERT will write behind the mirror, whatever you want to say. Same like plane mirror, you will be able to see yourself inside the mirror now. But see, the object is, the image will become big. So what will happen? It will be enlarged. Understanding what happened? Sure? Clear up to here? I hope. Then comes the sixth case. Sixth case also is possible. See, now I only took the scenarios starting from beyond C. Why can't the object be at infinite? It can be. Sixth case, or the in NCERT book it will be the first case, is object itself is at infinite. Object at infinite. Let us see what happens. So I am going to place the object at infinite. So if the object is at infinite, then you are going to have rays coming from infinite, means it will be parallel rays. So I will take any two rays. One ray is coming like this, another ray coming like this, parallel rays. Where will they meet? They will meet at focus itself. If they are meeting at focus, then I can say that it is real image. It is not good to write the word inverted here because it is point sized. So can I say it forms at focus and it is highly diminished. How it is? Highly I will repeat this. Object is at infinite, image forms at focus. Real, inverted, highly diminished. Object comes beyond C, image comes between C and F. Real, inverted, diminished. Object comes at C, image comes at C. Real, inverted, same size. Object comes between C and F, image goes beyond C. Real, inverted, enlarged. Object goes at F, image goes at infinite. Real, inverted, highly enlarged. Object goes between F and C, image goes inside the mirror, virtual, erect, enlarged. Understanding? When the object moves from infinite to focus, image moves from focus to infinite. Feeling that? Object infinite, image focus. Object beyond C, image between C and F. Object at C, image at C. Object between C and F, image beyond C. Object at F, image infinite. So object is moving from infinite to focus. Image moving from focus to infinite. Understanding this? Sure? Okay. If yes, then some of you, if you have some problem in how the image is forming, I'm not able to visualize it, I have a small video for you which I have kept it ready to show you how the image formation takes place. Okay? I think it is visible to everybody who is there in the offline also, isn't it? So, for concave mirror image formation, I am going to show you some cases. So, they have done practically how it is: taken a chart paper, kept a concave mirror, and then they have marked P, F, C, everything. First thing what they are doing, for the object kept very far, letting it like infinite. So, they are seeing there is a image forming on the screen, how? At focus, and how it is, like a dot point, as I said to you. But see, for getting the image, what we are needing a screen. Are you able to see? What is that here? Oh, sorry. Some other video went. Give me a second. Yeah. There is a problem in the internet. Yes, we are seeing this. So, now next what is being done? The object is going to be kept where? At C. That is beyond C they have kept actually. Then they have got the image between F and C. And how it is, you see, inverted. Can you see? Object is straight, image is coming inverted. Then they are going to keep the object where? Now only they are giving beyond C. Oh. So, no, that video they shown. Next they are keeping object at C. If object is at C, where will the image form? Same at C. If object is at C, where will the image form? At C. So, see, the object and the image are in the same position. Can you see? And how is the image forming? Real, inverted. And how is the object? Same is the image inside on the screen. So, at this time nothing is visible inside the mirror because we are getting real images. Next we are going to get the object which is going to be placed where? Between C and F. So, between C and F the case came. If it is kept between C and F, then where is the image forming? Beyond C. And C on the screen you will be realizing it is bigger than the object. But once again real inverted. So, how is the image forming, you see? It is real, inverted and enlarged, bigger image on the screen. See, in the mirror nothing is forming, empty, because we are having real images. Now they are going to keep the object where? At focus. Where will the image form? At infinite. You will see how the infinite image is. When the object is kept at focus, then the image should form at infinite. So, somewhere very far, if they are keeping a screen and checking what they are seeing, you see. So, you are not able to get the full image itself. See, they will make dark room. They are going to get some image, but how it will be looking like? Full image of the flame is not coming inside the screen. It is real, inverted, how? Highly enlarged. So, for the object is at F, how is the image, where is the image forming? Image is forming somewhere at infinite, real, inverted and highly enlarged. Now they are keeping inside P and F. Now where will the image form? Inside the mirror itself, you see. They are going to have the mirror and they are going to see where is the image forming. No, in screen nothing is coming, because where is the image going? Only a patch is coming in the screen. Where is the image forming then? Where is it forming? Inside the mirror. So, the moment the object went between F and P, the image became how? The image became virtual erect. So, virtual images are seen inside the mirror itself. I hope now you are clear in the meaning of real image and virtual image. Real images are forming, but where? On a screen. So if I am standing and I am not seeing myself inside the mirror, it means my image is a real image, where I will see some screen. I can keep a white paper, I can keep a curtain, somewhere it will be forming. I hope it is clear to you, right? So today's class, I think you not took the notes now. What I am expecting, I will tell you, please pay attention. I want all of you, Priyaranjan, if you are there, you can come back. I want all of you to take the notes. After going to home, you can see the video, and while taking the notes, use pencil, scale, take half an hour time for drawing the image. Slowly you draw. Always make sure that first you are drawing a line. Okay? Draw 15 centimeter line, 10 centimeter, whatever you wish to. Then you will draw by your rough hand a sharp curve. Don't draw a curve like this, you will not get the answer correctly. Then from this point pole, you draw a line. I will recommend you 5 centimeter for my experience. You can take 3 centimeter also. Then take another 5 centimeter and draw C. Now take a image, take 3 centimeter tall image, and 3 centimeter you draw like this. Now by scale, draw parallel line, pass through focus, make it parallel, and see where it is meeting. Is it clear to you? All of you will draw this ray diagram. Tomorrow, next class I will check. Don't think I will come on Wednesday for checking. I may come tomorrow also here and check. So please finish this work and bring the notebook daily for some days. Only one notebook, no? Don't say that day, sir, I brought chemistry, I not brought physics, I brought math. Everybody, please carry all your notes for the coming week. Any day I may come and check your notes. Today itself we will go and finish this work. Will you do it? After going to home, on the video, parallelly take the pencil, scale and see and draw. But draw by pencil scale. And before I end my today's class, I am once again repeating, whatever we have learned today is very important for your board examination. Next class we will go further. Okay? I hope today's class you understood whatever I have taught. If not, see the video. If not, ask me and meet me for clearing your doubts. Take care. Bye-bye. We will see again on the next class. Please take care. Revan sir, live you can off.